There's no profit yet, but you know, when you're doing it like we're doing it, it's a much slower process than like back in the day where, you know, a band would get signed and something would come out, and you know, we're trying to. There's a very grassroots approach, and I think what we need right now is, you know, we've got the CD, you know, and it looks professional. It sounds, well, at least we hope it. People think it does. It looks and sounds like a real album, you know. The next thing is just trying to get the word out beyond MySpace, because MySpace numbers sometimes, I mean, yeah, we have, you know, pretty good numbers for a band that really doesn't tour or anything, you know. We're up to like something like, you know, 40,000 listens and 19,000 friends. But sometimes even the MySpace numbers don't really reflect, you know, like people that are going to go out and necessarily buy, you know, what you're putting out. So we need help from guys like the Classic Metal Show. We need now to get some airplay outside of where we live to try and get the word out there, and maybe that'll help, you know, people to, you know, be turned on to something new, and maybe eventually go to iTunes or CD Baby, like you mentioned, and either, you know, download it or buy the actual CD. That's what we're hoping for, you know.
So how much help do you think it would do for you, if John, if we maybe played the one on our show in Enid, Oklahoma? Do you see that as the breakthrough move?
Well, you know, every little bit helps, man. You never know who's going to be out there listening, you know. So sure, why not?
Well, John, I'm sure you're well aware that you probably see the name The Classic Metal Show all over the music news all the time. I'm sure you follow that stuff, and you know, we're an independent show, self-financed the same way as the Dead End Kids go. So what's the secret to success here? After 13 years of beating my head into the wall to get this show out there, I'm about ready to pull the plug on it. How about you and the Dead End Kids?
No way, man. We're going out swinging, you know.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what it is? It's so easy today to promote yourself from your living room, you know, with the internet. You know, I find it a challenge still to try and get, you know what it is? If people were sending us messages on MySpace, you know, like, oh, you guys suck, or, you know, why don't you hang it up, you know? Then maybe it would be a little discouraging.
You didn't see that like, one from me, did you?
Not yet.
Oh.
I'm sure it'll be there as soon as I get off the phone, though.
Oh, good. I disguised it good enough so you didn't realize it was me.
No, I mean, every once in a while, you know, you're going to get people. I mean, you're in the music business. You got to be bulletproof. You know, you're going to get. Not everybody's going to like what you do. But the encouraging thing for us is, you know, once the MySpace thing started to grow and grow and grow, people were sending a lot of comments, very positive. Or you know, and that was really what keeps us going. You know, if there was like no, you know, if everybody was sending us, you know, check out my Macy's coupon or whatever kind of comments, you know, those garbage things that you get. You know, then it would be a little discouraging. But to constantly have people write, you know, that they really like what they hear, you know, it kind of keeps us going and gives us hope, you know, and then we'll do what we can. You know, we're just going to keep going.
I always find it pretty positive when I get a comment that says I've been purchased as somebody's pet. That's always a good one.
Oh, yeah, man. I'm telling you, man, I jump up and click my heels when I get those. It's the best.
Absolutely. Well, John, real quick there, what do you want to tell the fans about the Dead End Kids and about this new CD, Unfinished Business? Well, basically, we are just a straight-ahead, you know, no frills, no filler, kind of no bullshit rock band, you know. If you like it loud, crank it up and listen to the Dead End Kids. Our motto is, if it's too loud, too bad. It's that simple.
Right. Well, John, before we let you go real quick, man, I do want to address the New York Groove song that you did.
Sure.
Where can people find that, and how did you guys get picked to be on that comp?
Well, you can find it. It's on our MySpace page, and also I think Amazon sells the CD. And a whole bunch of other places. It's not on iTunes, but it is available to buy, you know, like on BestBuy.com and places like that. Brave Words and Bloody Knuckles, the website, had run a, you know, like a news blast about the CD, I guess, when they were putting it together. And they had mentioned that there were a couple of slots open for unsigned bands, you know, email, you know, the label, blah, blah, blah. So I emailed them, I directed them to our MySpace page, and I said, look, you know, we've been playing New York Groove for years. You know, we like to close the show with it. what do you think? And they wrote back right away and said, yeah, definitely. So again, we got together with Mickey James again to do the production, and I think we did a really good job. I think we kicked ass on it.
Excellent, John. Well, I got to ask you a question. Do you listen much to internet radio or satellite radio or even just regular terrestrial radio? Do you listen much to that?
I thought it was celestial.
So yeah, it's celestial radio.
Now you're going to sue me for defecation of character.
Right, exactly. So do you listen to much radio programming or anything like that?
To be quite honest, no, I don't get a chance to, because according to you, I'm just a MySpace nerd. So. Well,
I mean, if you got the audio playing, you can surf MySpace all day long.
No, I actually don't listen to too much radio and very little internet radio. My iPod's got so much stuff in it that I don't even know yet that I have to get used to. That I'm usually listening to my iTunes. So you
basically wouldn't know whether we're playing your CD or not then.
I have ways to find out, but
but you wouldn't do it yourself.
I have ways of making you talk.
All right, well then my question is null and void because I was going to ask you something else, but never mind.
Go ahead, ask anyway.
No, I was just going to ask you if you do listen to other programming out there, what are you listening to and whose shows out there do you like?
Oh, that would be the Classic Metal Show.
Right.
Well, that's the right answer.
But
that's the right answer, but I was just hoping maybe you'd, fill us in on whatever else is out there because I know any.
No, to be honest with you, I don't have a lot of time to listen to the internet radio. And the radio here where I live, you think in the biggest market in the world, I live half hour from Manhattan, you would think we'd have like the best radio stations here, but we have absolute garbage here, so it's not even worth turning the radio on. Like I said, basically I'm just listening to my iTunes whenever I do get a chance to listen, so unfortunately I don't get a chance too much to check out, what's going on the internet radio shows.
Sure, absolutely. All right, John. Well, we appreciate you taking a few minutes and talking to us here. So why don't you tell everybody where they can pick up this Unfinished Business release?
Unfinished Business. Well, first of all, let me say thanks to you guys for sticking with us. This is, it's totally awesome that you guys take the time out to give attention to a band like us who's not even signed. We really appreciate it. As for Unfinished Business, come to our MySpace page. We're the Dead End Kids, but it's spelt with a Z at the end. Why? Because we're just that cool. You can find it on iTunes. You can find it on CD Baby. Hopefully soon it'll be on Amazon. It's on Napster, Rhapsody. It's on a whole bunch. If you Google us, you can find many sites where it's available. So we hope you come and check us out.
All right, excellent, John. Well, again, we appreciate you taking a few minutes. Go out and pick up the Unfinished Business release by the Dead End Kids, an independent band out there doing what we do independently, and screw the corporate crap.
Hey, watch your language, buddy.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to censor this for the Enid show.
Right.
All right, John. Well, I thought since we mentioned your tribute there with the New York Groove, we'd end the interview with that.
That's fine by me, man. That's great. Crank it up. It's New York Groove by